All my big forehead girlies that love wigs, you understand. Y'all, that book made me cry. We're hexing the reading slump. We are hexing her. We don't want her anywhere near us. I was fighting for my life. It pisses me off so badly when someone says everything isn't about race. You right, everything is about race, because y'all make it like that. It's a privilege for her to be able to do that. And I don't feel like it was a privilege. I feel like it was an opportunity. I was a female, black and strong, which to some people with a certain mindset only translated as angry. It's remarkable how stereotype functions as an actual trap. When you aren't being listened to, why wouldn't you get louder? If you're written off as angry or emotional, doesn't that cause more of the same? And then there was a part where she was saying like, oh, when they go low, we go high. I remember when she said that, and I'm like, listen, when they go low, I go to hell, because I'm going as low as possible. And then I'm gonna block you, so you can't even have a retort. Hello, booktubing world. It's I, Capri Nicole, and I am back with another video. So I feel like I just did a glow up, but it's time for another one. Like, it's time for another one. Like, when you look good, you feel good. So today we're gonna be doing another book baddie glow up vlog.
I know that's right.
Which is like, honestly, these are like my favorite videos to do, because this is literally just what I do anyway. I'm just putting it into video format. As you can see, I've cut these dreads that I had because for a Halloween party at my job, I dressed up as Morticia, and I could not fit all of that hair under that wig. So I just cut it, because I was like, I'm about to change my hairstyle anyway, so I just cut it, chop. She's gone. The dreads are gone. So that's one. So I need to, one, take down my hair. Two, we're gonna embark on a journey together, because I have never put like a wig on my head by myself, unless it's something I can just throw on and snatch off at the end of the night. Never did like a full install or any of that. Never did that. But together we shall try. So my mom's gonna come over on Thursday. She's gonna braid down my hair, and I ordered a wig, and I ordered the elastic bands, I ordered the glue, I ordered everything I need. I've been watching the TikTok girlies, I've been watching all the tutorials for beginners. So we gonna see how that go. I'm gonna try to install it. I got something cheaper so that if I mess up or if anything goes wrong, I'm not wasting my money. But hopefully it goes well, because baby, it's wig season. It's wig season. I've been ready and waiting for this time. Braids, dreads, twists, all that are super fun, but wigs are my passion. I would like to get the wigs on my head immediately. So all my big forehead girlies that love wigs, you understand. So yeah, I'm gonna attempt to do my own wig. We'll see how that goes, child. I don't know. So that's the hair. And then I have a nail appointment on Monday, and I'm really excited for this nail appointment because I'm going to be doing, well, she's drawn on my nails before, but these are like more like character drawn nails, and it's from a specific book. I'm not gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna wait until they done so y'all can see. This is gonna be my last spooky set. I'm gonna go to this place. I tried to go last time, but they were closed. It's in my city, and it's like this new pedicure place that I wanted to go to, so we're gonna go there. I think the only other thing is I want to go shopping. Like, I literally have one pair of earrings, aside from the little spooky earrings that my mother got me. It's a train if y'all can hear it. But the spooky earrings that my mom got me, aside from that, I literally only have these hoops. All of my jewelry is either tangled together or lost. So it's time to get some new earrings. Like, I literally just need earrings. The bigger the hoop, the better. Let's just say that. Gonna get those. And I think that's it. I feel like that's everything. And anything else I do, I obviously will take y'all with me like I always do. Cause y'all my best friends in my pocket. Oh, by the way, I did a community post asking you guys what you want me to call you, because like I said, you guys are my family, so I want to have a name for y'all, and I'm leaving it up until the last day of the year. So you have all these like next 2 months to go vote. Almost, a lot of people have already voted. Yeah, we almost have 100 votes right now, so if you haven't voted yet, make sure you vote, because you know, whatever the decision is what I'm gonna start calling y'all. And Islanders is winning by like a landslide. Islanders is winning by 50%, And Seashells is in second with 27%. Bombshells is third with 18%. And Petals is last with 6%. So Islanders is look like it's gonna win unless something changes in the next couple months, but we shall see. Let's talk about the books I'm gonna read. I enjoy memoirs. I like hearing people's story as far as like their life and what they went through, especially people that are currently wealthy or like actors or actresses that I look up to. Like Will Smith is one of the actors that I do look up to and that I do admire, and I read his memoir. I really enjoyed it. So I really wanted to, you know, show some love to the black memoirs, the black female memoirs, like black girl magic, you know what I'm saying? So I really wanted to just tap into a whole bunch of non-fiction memoirs in this video. So I guess the theme will be memoirs by black women. Like we have Michelle Obama, we have, who else do I have on here, child? Let me pull up a little bit. So we have Michelle Obama, I have Taraji, I have Cicely Tysons. Those are the top three. So we're gonna be reading their memoirs. And I also have this book that my boyfriend got me called Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race. And I love a good read. I'm so sorry. I love a good nonfiction, just break it on down, like just gathering someone. You know, I love a good read. Like not like read, but like read. You know what I'm saying? Like read you. But I wanna, you know, I've been reading a lot of books this year. I've been having a great time and I wanna mix it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Mix it up. So this will be the physical one, and then we have those three memoirs. These are all black women in the public eye. So these are all like actresses, and then we have a politician's wife, the president's wife, the first lady. I don't give a damn who is in office. She's always gonna be my first lady, like always, period. But I just love the way she carried herself the entire term. So I love her. So I'm really excited to read that. But I have all of those books on audio. So we're going to be knocking them out while I'm at work. And then physically, if I read, it'll be this guy right here. So that's basically it. I just wanted to kick this video off before I forget. And I will see you guys in the next clip. Alright. Bye. Y'all, this is where doll be wanting to be. You see how she hooks her arm around me? Like, when I pick her up, she literally hooks her arm on me, so she's like hugging my shoulder, like, and then be staring at me. Like, she be on my neck like a little scarf. Huh? Okay, let me put y'all down. It's the day. Today's the big day. I'm getting my nails done. I'm super excited for this set. I was gonna show y'all the book of the character I'm basing my nails off of, but I'm gonna let it be a surprise. I don't want y'all to see it until it's done. Unfortunately, I just finished a 24-hour readathon, and I think it put me in a reading slump. It's too early. I just finished a readathon yesterday, but every time I think about reading, I don't want to. I'm a little bit frightened because I've gone this whole year without being in a reading slump. Like I said, I've been like the Cookie Monster. Every single book, as soon as I finish it, I want to read something else. But I think forcing myself to make sure I read for 24 straight hours, well, not straight because I did sleep and stuff like that, but like, I think even though I enjoy the books that I read for the most part, for some reason I don't want to read right now, and it's not the time for that because we have stuff to do. So it could also be because I'm tired. I didn't really get a lot of sleep last night, so I'm really hoping it's that, and I'm gonna try to get enough sleep tonight, and hopefully tomorrow when I start this audio book, all will be well. When I think about reading, I'm like, no. Like, I've brought my book with me around all day, and by now I would have at least read by like 30 pages or like listened to an audiobook or something, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I didn't want to read. And also, it's very gloomy today. I think I'm just tired. I'm really hoping I'm just tired. So we're gonna we're hexing the reading slump. We are hexing her. We don't want her anywhere near us. All right, So nails, we getting my nails done in about an hour, so I'll take you guys with me for that. I downloaded both of the Halloween Town movies because today is Halloween. Like, I don't have any plans because it's a Monday and a lot of people celebrated Halloween over the weekend, but I was doing my readathon and having a good time, so I don't have any plans other than getting my last spooky set. So I usually have pretty good signal at my nail tech's place, but I downloaded them just in case so that I can fully watch them without any lagging, no issues, no none of that. All of the spooky Disney movies are untouched because it just brings me back to like when, before streaming, if no one knows this, but before streaming it used to be set times and a set like schedule channel you had to go to see what would be on at what time. And Disney movie nights were so iconic because this trailer would play and like my cousins and my sister and all of us would just like pile up in front of the TV and watch whatever movie it was. I'm always gonna be a Disney girl through and through. So while I'm getting my nails done, I'm going to be watching that. I should be listening to an audiobook, but like I said, we're gonna try to push myself out of this reading slump tomorrow because I don't know if I got time for that. I don't have time for no reading slumps right now. I got too much to read. We still got 2 months in the year. No. And I'm going to be taking my hair down tomorrow and washing it and doing all the things, and then my mom's gonna come over on Thursday and braid my hair, and then over the weekend we're gonna install. I will see you guys at my nail appointment, but I'm gonna go for now, so bye.
Your parents love me, and you don't want me. Trust me, I promise I'd lead you astray. Yeah, we are something, and I want something. Back in your basement, hometown, yeah, baby, I'm wasted on you. Yeah, not that we tasted. 1, 2, yeah, baby, I'm faded. Baby, I'm faded. Back in your basement, hometown, yeah, baby, I'm wasted on you. Yeah, not that we tasted. 1, 2, yeah, baby, I'm faded. Baby, I'm faded off of you. I want my hand as your necklace. You got my heart on your checklist, girl. I know that this is reckless. Is it wrong that I want you, girl? What a dream, what a dream, what a dream. Oh, shit.
Y'all, the nails are done and they are inspired by Tomi Junji Ito's book. She is so talented. Like, look at this. Look at that. Look at the detail. Like, be so for real. And I told her I would bring her the book so that she could reference. Then she wrote Tomi on this nail, and we used good old Goodreads to make sure that the spelling was correct because they have different editions. So we just pulled up the Japanese edition and looked up the actual characters. But like I said, who is touching my nail tech? Like, I am so glad that I found her. Thank the Lord for TikTok. 10 minutes from me, and this girl is 19. Like, come on. Look at that. Wow. What a way to close out the spooky season. Tomi set on Halloween came out so sick. Like, just amazing work. Amazing. Have I read anything? No. Well, actually, I've started a book, but not anything for this vlog. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm about to take my hair down. And one of my coworkers recommended me The Guilty Crown because I like fantasy, gory type animes. I also like animes that are like really girly or bubbly. So it's either like death and blood and action scenes, or just like really bubbly, cute, and girly. Like, there's no in between. But I've been like on an anime binge, so this is one of the only times where I'm not really doing anything. So I'm just going to start watching that. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you guys know once I get into it, but yeah.
I feel bad causing trouble for a girl who's, you know, disabled.
You're so kind. My only disability is dealing with people like you. Keep your sympathy to yourself. Got it?
I know that's right. Still fighting to take my hair down, but I wanted to show y'all my dinner. Look at that. I got a stuffed sweet potato with some shrimp on the side. I stuffed it with this was it vegan? Yeah, it's a vegan chili that I made, but we gonna put cheese on top because I like cheese. Okay? So I stuffed it with the vegan chili, and then I put Greek yogurt, cilantro, red onions, cheese, and I got my shrimp over here on the side. Y'all, let's update. Remind me to never get soft locks again, like, or maybe just not from this stylist. She was really cool, she did a good job, but okay, anyone that has never gotten checked in style soft locks, basically it's your hair braided into an individual braid, and then they take this dreadlock extension, put it onto your hair, crochet it onto your hair, but then they wrap another piece of hair around the dread to hide your hair, which is fine. This is my 4th time getting soft locks, but this is my 1st time going to her. But she wrapped it so tight that you're supposed to twist the dread opposite so that it unravels the part that's wrapped, and then you just cut that part, and then you could just take out the dread, because it's not a braid. You don't have to untwist anything, but you just take the dread out, and then you just have your box braid left. It was wrapped so tight that when I tried to untwist it to unravel it, it wasn't unraveling enough to where I could see where my hair was and where the actual dread was. So it was bad. Like I think I cut 4 of the actual box braids that were my hair, so there's 4 pieces of my hair that are like this long, but it still was just too much. It was too much, and honestly, I'm a 4C girly, which is the texture of my hair if you're not black. So my hair is very thick, it's very kinky, it's very nappy, very beautiful, but it's a lot of work, and I kind of want to put in the effort to watch videos, try different products, and do more with my hair under the protecting style of a wig. So even though this is wig season, I think for the next year or so I'm going to stick to wigs. These braiders, they want you to blow dry your hair, and I simply don't want to do that. I don't like blow drying my hair. I really don't, unless I have to. So all the glow ups from now on, as of right now, are going to be wigs, or I was thinking of trying a few ponytails, but we're done with the braids for a little bit because it's damaging my hair. Blow drying my hair all the time is just, it's too much, and I don't like it. I was fighting for my life, and the crazy thing is I still have to take these braids down. So there's these little tiny little braids that I have to take down. Now the final thing I have to talk about is books. So I felt like I was getting into a reading slump, but I feel like it wasn't a slump. It was the start of a slump, but I shook myself out of it. For me, I have to either reread one of my favorite books, or listening to a like upbeat audio book, or do something that's involving reading that's fun to just shake me out of it. It's kind of like a hangover where I just like read so much for so long. I was just like, every time I looked at a book I was like, no. So I picked up audiobook. I listened to Honey and Spice. Y'all, that book made me cry. I think I've only cried, I don't think I've ever cried with a book, and even with this one I really just like teared up, but the tear fell. With this book, the tear did fall. The last like 10 minutes of that book, it made me cry. I listened to it on audiobook. If I recommend it, I would recommend you listen to it on audiobook, because there is like a radio like interviews and like videography interviews that are added into the story, and the audio sounds a little bit different, and it's really cool the way they do it, and I think the audiobook was done really well. So basically this book follows the main character. Her name is Kiki, and she has this radio show called Brown Sugar, which just gives advice to girls in college of like how to not deal with no F-boys or get played by men in general. And she ends up kissing one of like the biggest players on the campus, and he's also a new boy, and he is a filmmaker, so he's studying film, and they end up striking up a deal to date in order to do research and dive into what makes people fall in love and like dive into relationships in general. And so we have the fake dating trope, we have two black main characters as the romance, and in a college setting we have girl groups. It just in the beginning, like I wasn't really feeling it up until like the 40% mark. Once I got to like the 40% mark, I was like, oh wait a minute, this might be 4 stars. And then when I got to the end, it was 5 stars across the board. Like in the beginning, because this is the first book that I've read where both of the main characters are kind of like assholes, and they're kind of like, you know, they're a little sarcastic, dry humor, and they really like play off of each other's vibe, and I loved it. I ate it up. It was my first time having like 2 main characters that were just assholes, but they were good together, and I loved it so much. But you have to push through. Like if you start it and you're not really feeling it, push through to like the 35-40% mark, because once you get to that, when they actually start dating, it's all great from there. Everything is great from there, and I loved it so much. In the ending where they revealed his film and he was talking about love and why people feel the need to do anything to establish a relationship or feel love, just her writing. She's a new author, but this is the second book that I read by her, and she is a gold star in the making. I'm so sorry. Like her writing is phenomenal. It's poetry, but it's not like too much flowery writing, but like the way she describes small things was so well done. I'm in awe, and I absolutely did buy the physical book directly after finishing it. I loved it so much. So once I read that, I was like, okay, now I can get into the memoir. So I was gonna start with Michelle Obama's memoir, but hers is the longest out of the 3 that I have downloaded. So I'm starting with Taraji's memoir, and I'm about an hour in. I'm really enjoying it. First she starts talking about her father and her relationship with him. So far so good, and I'm back into a reading mood. So the reading slump is gone. Who is she? She's gone. We're not gonna talk about her. We can pretend it didn't happen. So I'll be listening to these books on audiobook while I'm at work, and then the physical book, I told y'all what I'm gonna read. So she's back. We're ready to get to it. But that's all the updates I have for y'all. I also got Doll a cat tree because I'm tired of her trying to scratch on my walls. I'm not going for it, and I might show y'all that once I set it up. But other than that, I will see you guys later because I need to take my hair down and I need to clean this house because it's looking a little bit crazy. So I will see you guys in the next clip. Bye. Little mommy. What to do? What do you think? Do you care at all? Came out pretty good. Oh. Will she try it out? Go up. She's like, what is this? She'll try eventually. Right, mommy? Go over. Excuse me. This is yours. There you go. Do you like it? Hopefully she'll get used to it. At least you know what to do. I really got her this for the scratch and pull, so it has everything. Good job. Good job, mommy. Well, it's built. I'm gonna go put it next to my desk because I like to have my girls around me, you know what I'm saying? I like to have my girls with me. Hopefully she'll try it out if it's next to the window, but whew, I was fighting for my life with this ladder. I don't know what it was, but it just was not going well. But it came out really good. She got something to scratch on now. Not my walls, okay? I just wanted to show you guys that doll just hopped up here. Will she stay? I don't know. But I think these little things are like luring her in. Hopefully. Mommy! The little toes. The little toes. Look at that little toe. Doll is currently climbing up my shoulder. Okay, so I'm here to let you guys know I have officially taken down all of my hair. It was basically like having two different hairstyles, one being the crochet dreads and another being micros. I've never gotten micros in my life, and for a justified reason. I've seen way too many women in my family and friends and cousins take them damn things down. I wanted no parts. So those tiny microscopic braids that I had to take out of this, I'm ready for the wigs. Ready. So I'm about to wash my hair. I just popped into, because I wanted to let you guys know, I did finish Taraji's book and it was 5 stars. Like, there's just something about memoirs. There's just something about memoirs that I absolutely love. Like, just hearing someone's story, hearing their hardships, but already knowing the end result is gonna be them being Will Smith, or them being Taraji, or them being Michelle Obama, or them being Cicely Tysons. Like, just hearing their story, but I know as the reader, in the end, they're like an iconic black actress or person or politician or whatever. It's just something, I just really enjoyed it. And Taraji, she talked a lot about grief and loss and being a single mother and going to Howard University and pursuing acting. And it was interesting because I didn't know she pursued acting at such a late age. I think she was like 26, 27 before she started like really getting into like sitcoms and stuff like that. Like, she did small things here and there, like in plays and stuff like that, but she didn't really become who she was until like her late 20s, early 30s. And I honestly didn't know that because a lot of the parts that she played, she was younger. But there was a lot that I really enjoyed about it. I enjoyed her narration because she's such a character. Like, she really brought all of the people she was talking about to life, whether it be herself, her father, her mother, her agent, her best friend, whatever. It's so fun to have actors narrate their own memoirs. The same thing with Will Smith, and I really enjoyed it. Hearing her story about being a single mother and trying to make it, and her family members pushing her, mainly her father, to make sure that she doesn't settle into the simplicity or just like normal day-to-day life, because she was really just trying to focus on providing for her child. And her father just saw that she was meant to be an actress. So it was like, you don't just settle into being a mother. I know it's important to make sure you have stability for your child, but like, shoot for the stars. You know what I'm saying? You went to Howard, you was there with the best of them. And I just enjoyed her narration of like all her hardships and how she overcame them. But it was a little bit disheartening to hear such a household name talk about financially struggling when she played the part of in Benjamin Button. They made the part for her. Like, the director of the movie, he was told that he needs to get her as the mother figure for Benjamin in this movie. So they specifically looked for her, and she was paid less than anybody on that set, and they had like a strong hold on low 6 figures. Low 6 figures for the Benjamin Button movie. I don't know. That is crazy to me. Like, Benjamin Button, you telling me she made low 6 figures, and they had a strong hold on how much they were willing to pay her, and she had to provide her own stay for filming the movie. So for the 3 months that she was filming, she had to pay for hotel fee out of her own pocket. And before she got the call for that part, she was literally selling things in her, she was doing a yard sale so that she could afford to go on this trip and like actually shop and enjoy herself. I don't know, that is just crazy to me that Taraji was doing a yard sale. Like, okay, spring cleaning, all that, whatever, but it's like for her to be financially not where she should have been in the millions. And it kind of makes me upset that as a black person, no matter what corner of the world you're in, you're getting lesser than. That pisses me off so badly. Like, whether you're a creative, whether you're working in the workforce, whether you are a actress, it's just crazy to see that you get paid less than everyone else. Like, Taraji wasn't making her millions, and the only person that gave her or bumped up her pay was Tyler Perry. He told her, listen, what you're getting paid, you should be getting paid more than that. And when he had her in his film, he paid her what she should have been paid. Like, what are we talking about? This is Taraji P. Henson. What do you mean she was struggling financially? That pisses me off so bad. Like, just, it makes me so angry. But the way that she described her experience with that role and how she felt and how angry and upset she was personally, but taking that and putting it into her role to do her best and be the baddest out there, and then getting nominated for all these awards. Really, she should have won that award, but that's neither here nor there. But her putting her all into that character solely because of the situation that she was put in, it was very inspiring, but it really pissed me off to find out that she wasn't making the same as her counterparts in that movie. The budget was high, but y'all couldn't provide housing and pay her what she should have been paid. She did the right thing as an actress. She really did her thing in that part, and it did benefit her, and it allowed her to have backing when she did up her price. But that is so crazy to me, because by then she had been in so many movies. So I'm just like, these directors and budget teams were willing to pay her lesser than. It just makes me upset. But I really did enjoy her narration. I enjoyed her experience and her talking, and I just love seeing black women win. And I really am hopeful for the black community in general to just get and have more with less struggle, because it just makes me so upset to see that in every corner of the world you have hardship. To see people pursuing different careers as a black person on anything, doing anything, like even just day-to-day life, it's a hardship. So that's why it pisses me off so badly when someone says everything isn't about race. You fucking right, everything is about race, because y'all make it like that. Y'all make it like that. Like, literally, black people just be existing and y'all be coming out of nowhere. It's like every corner of the world. It's so invigorating, but I am so hopeful for change. It's just crazy to me. But I really enjoyed her story. It obviously is 5 stars, because I personally love a good memoir, because I just grew up around black families, and story time was always like elaborate, over the top, recanting memories and stuff like that. So it just feels like story time with my family. So that's why I always will love memoirs, because I love hearing people's stories. But so we have one book down. I have started Michelle Obama's book, so once I finish that, I'll check back in with you guys. But I need to tackle this head. This needs to be handled. My mom is coming in the next few hours to braid my hair, so it's time to wash it, twist it, and I have some editing to do. So I will check in with you guys later. Bye. What's up, y'all? This light might be a bit much with this hair, but it's okay. It's all good. All right, so super platinum white wig. I don't know, I love white on me. I've had white before and I've had silver, and it's like my 2 favorites. So honestly, everything went really good. I got the wig cap, I got the glue, I got the little straps to hold the wig down, and I use my blow dryer. I had my mom come over last night. She braided my hair. I put the wig cap on, the glue all by myself. I used a little makeup to put it on the wig cap. It went fine. Nothing went wrong. I was gonna glue down the wig onto the wig cap, but honestly, I work out 5 days a week, so I really didn't want to do that because it would have just been too messy, and I didn't want to like have to deal with the hair getting stuck to the glue. No, so I just installed the wig cap. It went really good. I'm super happy. I also got way shorter lashes. Like, I, you know, went through the little phase of wearing the long lashes. I liked them for the most part, but then it got to the point where I was like, all right, well, let's wrap it up here. I'm done with the long, super long, daddy long leg lashes. Like, if that's something you like and you like on your face, that's your business. You like it, I love it. But for me personally, I'm done with the long lashes. I can't wear my glasses with the long lashes, so I just got a pack, I got a 5-pack, and they're each a little bit longer. I have the shortest ones on right now, and I love it. I simply love it. So we got, I don't know, I like it. I love it. It has the like baby hairs and stuff, but like because it's white, I don't know if I should put like gel on it. I don't know, but I know when I wear like darker colors it'll stand out more, but I really just love this. I just wanted to go bold for the first start of wig season. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's cute, you know, she's cute. She's the moment. I like it. I think it's blending into my shirt right now, but it's fine. Okay, so I also wanted to update you guys because I'm honestly almost done with Michelle's book. I only have 2 hours and 30 minutes left before I finish Becoming by Michelle Obama, and I have a lot to say. Okay, so I know a couple of the notes that I wrote was, number one, this is like I don't want to say the other memoirs I've read haven't been true, but they felt more like storytelling. Like Will Smith's memoir and Taraji's memoir felt like true black storytelling, like the theatrics, and on top of that they're actors, so it's like they really brought the characteristics and Will Smith, the music and the personality to their story. But with Michelle's book, it really feels like, when you think of a memoir, what a memoir is, it's a very gentle way of like storytelling, and I just loved hearing her story. I loved hearing about where she's from. I did not know she was from the south side of Chicago. Love to hear that. And I just love to hear about where she came from, the sacrifices and the things that her parents went through and did for her and for her siblings, the perspective she saw as a child for her mother and for her father who struggled with MS. I enjoyed hearing about her opportunities as a student, because I feel like when you from a certain part, any state, basically when you're from the hood, or when you from a lesser privileged area in any state or any part of the world, I feel like you're not given the same opportunities as other people. And I really enjoyed hearing her perspective. I heard someone saying like, oh, you know, it's a privilege for her to be able to do that, and I don't feel like it was a privilege. I feel like it was an opportunity. And I feel like a lot of children, especially children of color, black children especially, that grow up specific areas that they deem what they think your future is going to be based off of where you're from, is unfortunate, because there are so many children that deserve that opportunity and deserve to know that their education and their future is important too. Like, kids catch on very easily, so it's like if you tell them from a young age like, you're not important because you're from the south side, or you're not important because you're from the hood or whatever, or this country that doesn't have the means that other people have, then they kind of just give up. So I wish that school systems would give children more opportunities, because if a kid from the south side can grow up and become the first lady of the United States, the first black lady of the United States, that is astounding. I said I really enjoyed hearing her perspective of just Obama in general. They're such polar opposites. She's very squared away, by the book, clean, neat, structured, and Obama is just like, he has this aura of him that is just very chill and has this way of thinking like, oh, it'll ought to work out. or oh, I'll figure it out. Even with politics, even with him being a lawyer, I just loved hearing the way that she talked about him. Every couple argues, but I feel like in a way, the way that she described stuff, it seemed like they both were heard in every discussion, which I really enjoyed, even if they didn't agree. It was also interesting to finally hear her point of view about just the way she was picked apart in the media. It was really frustrating to see, because when Obama was sworn in, I was a junior in high school, so I just felt the shift and the change. But when I became a full-on adult, and just seeing the way that she was picked apart in the media was so frustrating, because I feel like she said in the past, the first ladies would just, you know, just have the fawn, the doe eyes at their husband as they're giving the speech, and just like take care of the kids. And obviously that role is still important, but that's not who she was. So she wanted to take charge of her own thing, and she did her speeches, and she did her appearances, and she spoke to the girls, and she did a garden, and she looked into obesity and providing healthier options for people. She wanted to make herself known. You know, being a dutiful wife, that wasn't something that she wanted to do. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's personally not something she wanted to do. And she was kind of seen as someone who was too strong, or quote unquote manly, which is obviously people's favorite word to pin to black women, which is already an issue in itself. But there was this one part where she said, for the first time, I'm very proud to be an American, in one of her speeches, and they took that and spun it into her being unpatriotic, angry, and having a high disregard for Americans. It's like common sense where you look at that and just say that does not make any sense. But to just have that mentality around someone who was literally just proud of her husband and proud of the steps that the country was taking during that time, giving him a fist bump turned into them saying she was doing a terrorist handshake. Like, be so fucking for real right now. When Obama was elected, it felt like change was happening, and it felt hopeful. But to see the divide now, as far as race and as far as just political views, is so frustrating, because I feel like everything that they did and everything that they did that was positive, because nobody's perfect. Obviously there's some things within his presidency that people do not agree with, but everything he did to provide change and to provide hope, I felt like was completely undone, and the ugliness of America kind of uprooted its head, which is so frustrating and sad. It was also interesting to hear her deep dive into being a strong black female being flipped into being something negative. She said, I was a female, black and strong, which to some people with a certain mindset only translated as angry. With black women, no matter what we do, even if the anger is justified, it's still pinned as someone being angry. Oh, she's always angry. Oh, she's always angry. It's like they push you until you have the reaction they want, so that they can paint you out to be this angry person. But it's like, of course I get angry. I get angry, I get happy, I get sad, I get everything. Those are emotions. I have the right to have those emotions, but to be seen as a black woman as only angry is absolutely bonkers. And then another quote that I wrote in here was, it's remarkable how stereotype functions as an actual trap. When you aren't being listened to, why wouldn't you get louder? If you're written off as angry or emotional, doesn't that cause more of the same? Them picking apart the way she looks, the way she dressed, the way she carried herself was just, it was so aggravating, because it was like they were the first lady and president that I saw that didn't have any scandals. They didn't have any scandals, so I felt like people were just picking apart every single little thing they could think of. I have about 2.5 hours left of this book, and honestly I'm gonna listen to it as much as I can. I don't think I have anything else to do, but I might just finish it tomorrow, and then I'll pick up the next book. But I think I'm gonna start reading physically this book. I'll finish Michelle's book tomorrow. Luckily, this Friday we have off, so I'm super excited about that, because I can get so much reading done. We love a good holiday, okay? I love the end of the year, because we get so many damn days off, and I'm so happy to not be at work, okay? But I just want to update y'all on that. I also have this, which is a nonfiction book, which is called The Black Girl's Guide to Financial Freedom. I'm always trying to get my coin up and invest and learn and grow as a person, especially because eventually I'm gonna have kids, so I would like to, you know, give them something. And I feel like I learned a lot about credit scores by completely destroying mine and rebuilding it from the bottom up. I'm learning now about investing because nobody around me really knows anything about investing, but I want to put my money in other places aside from bills. I'm grateful and I'm privileged for being able to have a job that provides health care and good pay, and I have a good apartment. I'm staying in a good area, but I want more. You know what I'm saying? There's always next level. So I don't know if I'm going to include this in this vlog, but this is also an option. But we're going to get started on this bad boy, and I will check in with you guys later.
Why are you slowing down? Oh. Some traffic. Brake lines, red lights, hold hands, grip tight, play fights, your lips still taste like Mick D, sweet tea. Who wants to drive through shit without you, without we? Brake lines, red lights, hold hands, grip tight, play fights, your lips still taste like Mick D, sweet tea. Who trying to drive through without you, without me, sweet tea. Burning rubber, smooth tread on my car tires. All talk, got your spark tied. Butterflies in my stomach, putting out this hot fire. Love sick, a couple wild things I'm in love with. Just right, a subject, our song, complaining in public. Humming,
I just came back from the gym and I had an amazing workout. A couple things. One, I finished Michelle Obama's book. It was phenomenal. It really brought me back to just everything this country has been through. And it reminded me again that Hillary Clinton actually did win the election. Electoral college is still a thing. Trump won by default. I will never forget that. She talked a lot about gun violence and gang violence in her city because she's from Chicago, and her visiting those places and doing what she could to make a change. Also talked a lot about just the things that the country went through. This was the ending quote. This is what I want to tell y'all, the ending quote. Becoming isn't about arriving somewhere or achieving a certain aim. I see it instead as forward motion, a means of evolving, a way to reach continuously towards a better self. Really like that. So all in all, Michelle Obama, I give it a 4-star. I really enjoyed it. It was powerful. It's just everything about her as a woman and the way she carried herself is just so admirable. Like, I would have socked so many people. And then there was a part where she was saying like, oh, when they go low, we go high. I remember when she said that, and I'm like, listen, when they go low, I go to hell, because I'm going as low as possible. And then I'm gonna block you, so you can't even have a retort. I just don't have the patience for foolishness. I could never go into politics. It's just so nasty and just, it's just so messy. I just prefer peace. I'm so grateful that they made it through both terms without anything happening to them. Though there were scares and things that happened within their terms, I'm glad that they made it in and out safe and made an impact on this world. So that memoir is done. Another thing, I did not know nonfiction November was a thing. I genuinely did not know that. I really planned this video just from looking at some of the books that I had borrowed on my Libby app. I was like, okay, I have a lot of memoirs on here. I might as well make it into a whole video. I had no idea nonfiction November was a thing. So here we are. I ironically ended up into the mix of that, but I'm really happy that I'm mixing it up. And right now I'm currently listening to Jennifer Lewis's book, who is like the black mother of Hollywood. Like, she is hilarious. I absolutely love her, and I didn't know she struggled with bipolar disorder. I'm hoping she dives more into her diagnosis and the things that she struggled with and how it affected her relationship. So I actually was thinking about getting the gems on my teeth. I really want a grill. I was born in Connecticut, but then I was raised in Atlanta, and then we went back to Connecticut, and then we went back to Atlanta, and then I came back to Atlanta. So like, I'm a mix of like Connecticut and Atlanta. And growing up, all the men around me always had grills. I loved grills. I loved the way they look. The women had grills. Like, my family's like country as hell, so they had gold, like a gold, most of them would have a gold tooth, like right in the front gold tooth, because they from Alabama. I love it. I want a grill so bad, but for right now I'm gonna settle with getting gems, which I've seen a lot, which is just like, you know, the little diamonds on your teeth. So I might get that in this video. That might be different. I might take y'all with me for that. We'll see how the week goes, but I think I'm gonna add that to the list. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next clip. All right. So it is very early on Saturday morning. It's almost 8 o'clock. I put my hair in like this little messy bun. I don't know, I think it's cute. I like the little messy look. So my brain is barely functioning. Honestly, I still end up waking up early even on my days off because I wake up so early for work, but I'm tired. So I'm gonna get ready to go and get the gems done. My first time doing them. I'm super excited to take you guys with me, and then we'll come back and we'll close out the vlog, and I'll see you guys next week. So all right, bye y'all. Look at how long these damn instructions are. Like, bro, I made it here because I'm good at GPS and I'm good at following instructions, but it just be cracking me up whenever like hairstylists or like just beauticians in general have these long ass descriptions, and I'm just like, okay. Like, these long ass descriptions, especially like on their website, it'll be like 5 pages of like shit you have to follow. Yeah, but I made it here, so I'll see you guys inside. Okay. Thank you. That one too? Here, I'll open it for you. There you go. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna disc them all. Do you want them clear or do you want them iridescent? I also have this iridescent too. Sorry to give you all these choices.
Oh no, sure.
It's like
Wait for this
so these are like pinky purple, okay, and that one is like that blue gold.
I
clear.
like pinky purple is cool.
Pinky purple. Okay.
Yeah, those are like both of my favorite colors.
Hey.
Super cute in here. Almost picked the butt. Oh, look
And
at
it's
that. Oh, I like it so much.
Yeah, and we have like diamonds. We have baguettes. I have baguettes to match that.
Yeah.
But yeah, literally we have everything.
Breakdowns, red lights, whole hands grip tight, play face, your lips still taste like Nick D sweet tea. We're trying to drive through without you, without dollar menu. I'm filling up the 10-pack of venues. You'll be the one I thank for. No cheap cards or perfume. I heard you. I know your stomach hurts too. Let's get you fixed up with all the fixings. It's all around the corner. I know the distance, but what makes a difference? Tell me all the little things. I know that you really like the chicken with the saucy wings, and you in your bossy face, backseat driving. No one else on mine. Give me all your mileage, and when I get you home, I put your ass on the island. Wow. Break lines, red lights, hold hands, grip tight, play fights, your lips still taste like Nick D sweet tea. Who wants to drive through shit without you, without we? Breakdowns, red lights, hold hands, grip tight, play face, your lips still taste like Nick D sweet tea. Who trying to drive through without you, without me?
Yeah, I like it a lot. Yeah, you do. That's really cute. Okay, y'all. How's she looking? I don't know if you can see it because it's so bright. There, you can see it better when it's darker. Overall, my experience with the gem was really good. Her place was really clean. She was really nice. I wish it was 2. I wish it was 2 because then it would give like vampire vibes. And like low-key having this one right here is reminding me of Halle Berry when she was in Baps, which is one of my favorite movies. But I mean, my hair's not blonde, but it's definitely giving me Baps right now. I love it. I love it so much. Ah, it's so cute. I like it so much. But anyway, so I need to close this vlog. But I did start reading this. I'm only 30 pages into this. I really enjoyed it, and I guess originally this was an essay that she wrote on like either an academic page, she said, or a blog, and then she ended up getting offered like a publishing opportunity. Really enjoying it so far, but I feel like this is a book that I need to take my time with. Just like Hood Feminism, I took my time with that book. I don't rush through any of the books that I read, but I feel like I need to pace myself with reading this so I can actually digest everything that she's saying in this book. So I did highlight a few things, so I'm gonna read like 3 quotes from the beginning essay that I like. She said, "I am no longer engaging with white people on the topic of race. Not all white people, just the vast majority who refuse to accept the legitimacy of structural racism and its symptoms. I can no longer engage with the gulf of an emotional disconnection that white people display when a person of color articulates their experience." So that was the beginning. I really like the quote, "Who wants to be alerted to a structural system that benefits them at the expense of others?" Talked about how her talking about race with people that aren't listening to her is dangerous to her, because if she turns into like this angry black woman or whatever, they can flip it into being the victim of the conversation, which is something I personally experienced in my own life. We were in a big group, and I think it was my boyfriend and one of my other good friends were talking about, you know, structural racism, and there was another person that was there. It was a white guy, and he also was a cop, so you know, his beliefs are a little bit different than ours, especially as black people. And my boyfriend and my friend were both trying to explain to him how it affected them in their life and how being black in America is not the same experience. And he was on the horse of, we all have the same opportunities, anyone can make anything happen, it's not impossible based off of race. And I had to stop my boyfriend and my friend, and I just said, some people only want you to talk so that they can have a retort. He's not listening to you, he's just listening so that he can debate you. And that ended the conversation. Like, I'm gonna step in and look out for my people regardless. Like, if I feel like the conversation is going in circles and people aren't being heard, especially in the topic of race, if you're a black person talking about your experience and you're trying to tell me that I can do the same shit as you as a white man in America, and I mean the 2 people we're talking are black men in America, and you're not listening to them, I'm gonna step in and make sure that the conversation is done. So I've dealt with situations like that all the time. I feel like I'm really gonna enjoy this. I'm really excited to read more of this. I also finished Jennifer Lewis's memoir, which was it was an experience in itself, child. I feel like 70% of the book was just her sexcapades, like all of the people that she slept with, and then like 30% was talking more about her bipolar disorder, her upbringing, friendships, also Broadway, and she was alive and lost a lot of friends during the AIDS epidemic. So she talked a lot about that. She also talked a lot about therapy. She talked a lot about fostering her child. She also talked a lot about being a sex addict, but like 70% of the book was literally just her sexcapades. And it was definitely a different structure as far as a memoir is concerned. It wasn't really a deep dive into her life until like I said, about 30-40% of the book. Yeah, it was interesting. It was a different type of storytelling, and I enjoyed it for the most part. I also finished Cicely Tysons' book, which was, I really want a physical copy of it because my mom, I think, was telling me that there's pictures in the book. I'm not 100% sure if there is, but I think my mom has the physical book and she was saying there's pictures in it. So I really want the physical book. I had no idea that she was married to Miles Davis, who was a phenomenal trumpet player and a world-renowned musician in the black community. And I did not know he also struggled heavy with addiction, and their marriage was so complicated. And it was very interesting hearing her point of view about the entire topic, but baby, I would have left that man a long time ago. Like, he would have been out for dead. He would have been out for dead, because I'm not dealing with the nonsense. I'm not dealing with the foolishness. But it was very interesting hearing about just her experience as an actress. Like, she lived through the first war. She lived through racism. She lived through well, racism still happened, but she lived through segregation. She lived through JFK dying. She lived through MLK dying. She lived to see the first black president. Like, she died, I think, at either 96 or 97, but to be in the industry as an actress for 60 years is, and so many stories that she told through her art, and it was just so phenomenal to hear her have 60 years of experience. And she was lying about her age for like a really long time. She basically was saying she was 10 years younger than she actually was, because she looked 10 years younger than she actually was, until she felt comfortable saying, you know, how old she actually was. And she lived through so many different things. I didn't know she had beef with Liz Taylor, but her and Liz Taylor had beef, and she sued her ass and won $500,000. I did not know that, but it was very interesting to just hear her story and hear how she became who she was. It was just, I loved it. I really loved hearing her story. So I finished that. So all in all, we read 4 memoirs. We read Taraji's memoir. We read Jennifer Lewis's memoir. Michelle Obama's memoir. We read Cicely Tysons. Got about 30 pages into this book, and I think that's a pretty successful reading vlog, honestly. And then I also took my hair down. I got some a new wig, you know what I'm saying? Got the hair done. We got our bling. We got a pedicure. I forgot to go to the mall and get new earrings. Child, I'm about to have these same 2 earrings for the rest of my life. I swear I'm about to have these same 2 earrings forever. But like, it's okay. Soon I will go someday. Like, I just keep forgetting. But I think it's a really successful reading vlog. I read a lot, I learned a lot, and I really enjoyed the books that I read. I'm gonna go so I can get this video up for y'all. But thank you so much for watching. Always remember, read a book, keep your life interesting, and I will see you next time. Bye. Look at the bling. Ah, so cute. Okay, all right, bye y'all.